Hello everybody, welcome to Waylander Gaming. This is Waylander here with Lotus as we bring you the ACC. It is the African Champions Cup. It's an exciting matchup right off the bat. Soul Society versus, if I butcher the name, I apologize to all the Naruto fans out there. My apologies. How do we say this thing, Lotus?
Amatsukami.
Amatsukami. I knew I was gonna butcher it. But Lotus, how are you doing this evening?
I'm fine, thank you. To be honest, I'm a little nervous, but I'm very much excited to be here and to be part of the ACC as a caster, so...
Well, nervousness, you see, once the game is on, once we get into the whole blow-by-blow action, but then the nervousness will be disappearing. You don't even stress, right? But let me hand you guys over to Lotus. She's gonna take us through the lobby bans. Since she's both our ref and caster tonight, she has double duty. And well, my duty is to put up the poll for all of us, which I will do very shortly. But we're gonna hand over to Lotus. She's gonna take us into the lobbies bans. She's gonna tell us who won the coin toss, what the picks and bans are gonna be like. So Lotus, over to you.
Okay, hello everyone. Also, for the coin toss, the Amatsukami won the coin toss. My bad, sorry. And now they're taking the left side, and we'll be starting off with the bands.
So it seems
right
like
now, both teams are ready.
It seems like most of these guys seem to love their anime. Soul Society, Matsukami. Oh, but anyway, I'm distracting. You go to the
anime. Okay, right now we're just waiting on them for the bands. They're not reacting.
No, they're always slow. Always. Who's this? G-Iris, Hylos and Kali.
To be honest, they're taking out two very strong heroes that could either play as roamers or XP laners, which is actually a clever move on their part.
Maybe they've done their homework. They know that Soul Society seems to love these particular roam picks. But then let's get going. Let's see what comes up next.
I don't think that these two teams we see them very often on the MLBB stage, so they can kind of be considered.
Yeah. Now, Amatsukami I've never seen before. I think we haven't streamed a game for them. But Soul Society, a while back they used to be like a prominent feature on the channel.
I see. So Amatsukami does have the advantage as they know way more about Soul Society than Soul Society does about them.
Yes, so that would be the way.
And now we have both Hylos, Khalid, Gato and the Carmella band. Both teams making sure to take out very strong roamers and XP laners.
They're continuing with that theme. I wonder when we get into the drafting phase whether they're going to stick to that particular theme of just banning out roamers and casters. But anyway, are all the players ready? I'm sure we're ready. Are you all excited? Got your popcorn? Got your refreshments? It's into the drafting phase we go. It's Kami, or Amatsukami. We just call them Kami for short. G-Aries with the first ban. What are you thinking here, Lotus? They're going to continue with the theme?
I think they made sure to take out the respect bans on tanks, and now they're gonna go for jungles and junglers and mages.
A little bit of a missed ban there from Amatsukami from the Kami team here, which is to be expected, under the spotlight, under the pressure of being on stream in this 5-man scene in the tournament setup. Sometimes a little bit of miscommunication, you can miss out a couple of bans. We do see Lulama banning out the Zushin, and Lucas as the response ban coming through from
Kami.
followed by the Kalia as well.
So once again, they're making sure to take out the... They're mostly going for the fighters now that we look at it properly. The tanky fighters. Which are considered these days as some of the meta due to the amount of sustainability and CC.
Yeah, that's true. That is definitely true.
Seems like I've slept for ages. What's
Well,
become of
Iris
the
picks up the
world?
Kagura. One of the strongest mages in the game, but also one of the most difficult.
Yeah, very high skill cap. Though, flame shot on a mage. I'm not the biggest fan of that spell.
Nails in your coffin.
To be honest, it only works on a few mages, especially the ones that you are certain you don't need a flicker with. Especially like a Nevaria, because she always keeps her distance.
Yeah, insane
Well,
range on
Astro
Nevaria.
picks up the Granger and punishes Bob with the glue.
The glue has been a bit of a monster. He even looks like a monster, but he's been a monster in the XP lane after this recent update.
That is true. And recently more and more people has been picking him up.
am more than a weapon.
Yeah. So it's Astro with the Granger pick. Eater of Souls going for the Irithel. Maybe just to outrange and outmaneuver the Granger. Right, which is going to be, difficult to... Granger is so strong in that laning phase that having a marksman with a bit of mobility allows you to escape the damage from that first skill of his. And as we see the jungler for the side of Kami going for the Julian pick. And finally we have Lulama on the Lilia. So what do you think about the matchup so far? Like Lilia into the Kagura. Who's going to be winning that matchup there?
With the Lilia and the Kagura, I would say early game definitely belongs to Kagura. Late game, it will depend on who plays the smartest.
Though Lilia has that crazy wave clear, and if she has a roamer that can march alongside, like I've seen people use the Eve and Matilda. You can even throw a Lilia and Matilda into the mix there to say, well, gives you that very, very early game advantage. A lot of pressure there. We're watching G Aries. Looks like they're going for a bit of a damage XP laner with a Bernadetta and the Penetrator 2 with that Belleric pick. So Belleric, maybe to lock down the Raja, because Belleric is a counter to Raja, because the moment he goes in with that Lycan Pounce of his, he's going to get, if the Belleric times his Wrath of Dryads beautifully, he's just going to CC him in there. So it's going to force Mikey Panic on that Raja not to be too aggressive. So we're going to hope Mikey Panic doesn't panic and hit that Lycan Pounce too early. Tony K202 with the Franco as the pickup. They already know they've got Glue as the frontliner, so they want to get a bit of lockdown in case the Bernadetta dives the backline, as we expect a Bernadetta to do. You're a backliner, you're going to expect the Bernadetta to be all up in your face.
True. Usually Benedetta isn't that common to see, especially in the ranked, but once you do see a Benedetta, you know you're cooked, because they're either great with them or they're terrible with them.
Yeah. Well, we're going to see how G Aries performs in this particular matchup. So as we're waiting for the, as Scarpskenko calls him, the Toaster Roosters to kick in a play, we want to see who wins the race of getting into the lobby first and into this... I can't even say first match we go. It is only one match. Just to inform you viewers at home, this is a best of one. It's all straight knockouts, so get your votes in for your team. This is it. This is do or die. As we see Telrock in the chat saying that he's from TFL in tomorrow's match. We're going to be looking out for you tomorrow night, Telrock. To answer your question, yes, unfortunately, this is the custom lobby for now, for today. We don't get to use the tournament lobby every time we feel like, plus we only have one tournament lobby in South Africa. And Lotus, Franco already in the mix with the flicker. Oh god, the buff. Oh my goodness. There's the delays coming in already from Tony K202.
Frankos are one of the most difficult of, and there he hooks the Julian.
Yes,
They're
super
really
annoying.
the worst tank to pick in a match.
yeah, especially if you're the jungle. And they're just leaving Julian. Julian must be screaming, guys, help me, help me. He just keeps resetting my farm. I'm only getting 2 buffs down. And look at the Roger, right? He's already taken 2 buffs. He's gone for the Litho. Are they going to go for the early jungle invade? There's a possibility here. Belleric coming through to help. They just want to see where's the retribution. Roger trying to get in with the Lycan pass. Oh, but the retri goes to Julian. He's going to turn around. He wants to try to get into the mix here. He knows he only needs that level 3, but the same with Roger as well. They're waiting for the camp out. There's the engagement onto Kagura. She does have the umbrella. She's trying to jump away. Lycan pounds first blood. Mickey Panic manages to get a kill, but there's the engagement. Second skill from the Julian. Manages to get himself back to safety. So lots of action going on here, I notice.
True. Right now, the side of Soul Society does have the early game advantage, so they can play a lot more aggressively than Soul Society can.
Yeah. They can do that. As we're watching the wave. Oh, look at the hook from Franco. He drags the button, gets in. She manages a second skill to safety. But Glow, he's like, no, I want some Bernadetta there, chasing her all the way back to the base. Nicely done by Soul Society with this map control at this early juncture in the game, making sure that they're going to secure this turtle. Roger already hitting that level 5, got the retribution advantage. I don't know, Lotus, can you see any angle here for Kami to try to come in for like a contest for this turtle? I don't think so.
No, I didn't see anyway. Unless they prepared a bit better, but they weren't given the chance to prepare.
Yeah, look at this engagement. There's the bloody hunt coming through. Lycan pounds as well. Kagura hits the full combination, manages to get a return kill. But that was a 3-for-1 exchange going in the favor of Soul Society. As, well, it looks like it's Bleach winning over Naruto in this battle of the anime. So we were just watching Granger here, try to get a little bit of farm onto the Aerotel. Ooh, manages to get that Litho just, the gold crab just in time. Franco doesn't have the bloody hunt yet, does have the flicker. I don't think Aerotel really knows what's cooking at this moment in time. As Tony K202 waiting for that hook. Belleric will be scouting out the bushes here as Franco just trying to dance around, but I think he has been scouted out, so he decides to retreat. Knows that his marksman is safe, tries to reposition, is zoning the Julian away from joining the mix. Roger is in there as well. Oh, the hook comes out, doesn't manage to land. Granger, a lot of poke damage onto the Belleric at this moment. Oh, there's the Jetsunata onto the Aerotel, throws it down, misses the second one, does Astro. As we see Franco go in to check the bushes once more, manages to sidestep that umbrella from the Kagura. So things right now are firmly in the favor of Soul Society. Hasn't translated to any bit of turret damage yet. I mean, we're still early game. It's just below the 5-minute mark. But they have picked up quite a healthy 1.5k gold lead as we head towards the second turtle.
Right now, even 10 seconds away from the turtle, everyone was already on the other side of the map instead of preparing for the turtle, which could make Kami lose the turtle again.
Yeah, well, as Lotus said, yeah, everything is about preparation. You gotta be prepared in advance for the situations that's going to occur. But as the teams are going to be throughout this cup and the academy, which is carrying on simultaneously as this particular stream, we expect the teams to get used to certain styles, certain speeds of rotation, to be able to be in position quite in advance. Just watching what seems to be a small skirmish around the river, but since there's no real major objectives to contest for, I don't think we should see any action. A second turtle, just FYI, did go the way of Soul Society, so they have picked up 2 turtles. it seems that Kami, Lotus, they're deciding to be a little bit passive here. They're respectful of the hooks coming through from Franco.
True. Right now they're all making sure to play safely. If I was in their shoes, I would say everyone play safe, don't die, and get farmed as quickly as possible.
Yeah, so...
Which is what they seem to be doing right now.
Yeah, so it's Lilia on the hunt. She's throwing out a lot of damage. Granger turns around, trying to dish it out to the Aerothel. He uses that mobility beautifully. So even trade-off, lots of skills that covered, but I would say that the Wrath of Dryads being committed could be a bit of a biggie. There's the poke damage here from Lilia once more. She knows she's got that black shoe, so she can be very aggressive. Death Sonata's raining in from Granger. He's just building up the stack. Lilia, she's going to try to go in under the turret. There's the Roger. He Lycan bounces in. Manages to get the kill underneath the tier 2 turret. He's being surrounded. There's the kill. Killing spree for Lulama on the Lilia. Takes down another. But yet, we're not done yet. Notice, look, the engagement is continuing here. Blue Buck gets hooked behind. Oh my goodness. That Franco hooks, Lotus. Just on point.
True. And right now, Soul Society seems to let Franco take the lead a bit. And they're making sure to keep the flow going of the advantage.
Yeah. So first turret down for the side of Soul Society. They have the positional advantage at this moment to secure this, the third turtle of the game. Roger starting it up. They're not gonna wait for 8 minutes to wait for the Lord, let's be honest, right? It's just too far away. Bernadetta trying to find the angle, wants to get in with that Eclecto Blade, but being zoned away by the glue. Franco combination, oh, but the trade coming through there from Kami in the top lane. They managed to get the Granger underneath this turret, but there's the counter engagement. The mobility is there, the knockup is onto Lilia. She is quite low, but she's saving that black shoes. Oh, the bloody hunt from Franco. Eater of Souls got ate up there by that bloody hunt from the Franco. Iridel sends straight back to base. Oh, the hook comes through once more to the Julian. He does have the ability to escape, but the Lycan pounces in once more, avoiding both the Wrath of Dryads, picking up the kill on the Julian. Meanwhile, mid lane being pressured in here, but no one wants to seem to hit that last few hits. I think it's Franco is saying, wait, I'm not worried about the rest of you. I'm gonna basic attack this mid lane turret. Takes it down. So things are, like, if you look at the gold lead right now, Lotus, it's what? Almost 4k gold lead?
4k.
Yeah.
Almost 5k.
Almost 5k, that's a big gold lead. 1 minute left to the Lord, but with this advantage, I'm thinking, even the side of Soul Society, we'd probably be thinking, right, we gotta get the Lord, we can potentially end this if we can get some of the tier 2 turrets taken down. Oh, you see there's another kill going the way of Roger, mega kill there for him. Franco once more with that bloody hunt. But Lotus, if you were the side of Kami right now, what's the strategy? What are you thinking?
I would suggest that everyone tries to take just to defend the tier 2 turrets, but don't sacrifice your life for it. When Soul Society does go for Lord, sacrifice the Lord fight and immediately try to take some of the turrets to get a gold.
Yeah.
To get gold.
Agreed. Roger trying to go in there. Didn't have the mobility. Got slowed down a little bit by that second skill from the Iridel. Couldn't get that pickoff. They would have loved that pickoff before the first Lord. But I agree with you. Kami, they've got to go on the defensive for now. Sacrifice the first Lord. No real reason to contest. There's too big of a gold lead. When we get the items up on screen, you can see for yourself, oh, glue gets the hook onto Julian. This is definitely a secured first Lord. No retry available for the side of Kami. We should see that Lord being melted down by Roger and Granger.
Right now, Soul Society has the advantage in lane control and kills and gold. So the only possible way for Kami to get a comeback is to wait it out. Wait for them to make a mistake and then capitalize.
Oh, the Sky Pierce of procs from Granger. They managed to get down 2. This is as the Lord is making their way through. The tier 2 turrets are standing in the mid and bot lane. If I was the side of Soul Society right now, I'd be thinking, let's get this tier 2 turrets down. Let's try and get that shields cracked open. If we can get them popped open, it allows us to get to the tasty center. That's going to be the nexus, and then hopefully be able to end the game. Because you're going to see right now, once the Lord or the Murderer Lord manages to hit the base, it's the Lord's just gonna melt. The shield is just doing too much damage. You'll see it now. It's just like bang. Lord's health is gone. Can't really get the push through as much as you like to. Oh, there's the Electro Blade. But the Black Shoes comes out from the Lilia. Wrath of Triads being used, but only manages to catch onto the Franco. He's trying to get away. He flickers back out there, but Aerotel gets the kill. Meanwhile, Roger seizes the opportunity, takes down this tier 3 turret in the mid lane. Grange doing the same as well. There's one more shield left available. They want to go in. Glue trying to frontline here. Belleric trying to stop everybody from getting in, but the damage from the Lilia in the back is just forcing everybody away. There's a continuation. Roger goes in the Lycan Pulse, but Granger gets the kill. He's on a killing spree. Roger into the base. It is sort of open here. Can they find the angle to get the lockdown? The creep wave comes through at just the right time. Aerotel does have a crazy amount of wave clear. They're trying to get the defense going. It's just a whole bunch of like battles and skirmishes all across the board. Once again, the Wrath of Triad comes out. Roger takes down yet another objective. The pullback from Glue. He had that split out, dragging everybody. There's all the tier 3 turrets are open. It's going to be a 2v5 situation for the defense. Can they get the lock on? Are they trying to get the lock on? The waves are cleared out once more. Roger goes in. The Glue as well with the split push. They're trying to force it out here. There's just so much damage coming through. It's going to be Benedetta with the Eclecto Blade, but she's going to get knocked up. There's the Bloody Hunt onto the Kagura. Oh, the damage there from Roger as they take down yet another 2. But they're hanging on by the head of the... But the hook comes through. Oh my goodness, monster kill going Granger's way. It's just 2 left alive to defend. The base is open. Are we going to see the lock on? Can they get it? Bloody Hunt once more. It's going to be 2 taken down there. And that's a full team wipe. Base is open. Should see the lock. The wave is in there. This should be game, set, match. Going the way of Soul Society. And Lotus, I can finally breathe.
For a moment, I thought you were an auctioneer. GG to both teams. Right now, Soul Society does have the experience and a greater advantage to the team of Amatsukami.
Yeah, very, very true. It comes down, a lot of it comes down to experience in terms of what how this works, right? It does play a massive part, but I'm sure the team of Kami, Amatsukami, they're gonna take this as a learning curve experience. It's what all of us, every single one of us did when we got into the 5-man scene for the first time. You realize how difficult this all is. It really is. So you need to do your training sessions, understand what went wrong in the game. Maybe there was some stuff in the drafting phase, maybe within rotation, certain way you engage in team fights. It all helps to build up towards this. But Soul Society, for having been away from the 5-man scene for so long, seems like they're back at it once more, so congratulations to them. However, ladies and gentlemen, we will be taking a quick pause. We'll have the next game up and ready for you in just a second. So who do we have up next, Lotus?
Next will be Econ Province versus Saint Dynasty.
Ooh, that's going to be a firecracker of a game. 2 teams that we know well, they know each other well. This is going to be exciting. So don't go anywhere. Don't forget to smash that like, share, and subscribe buttons. If you're new to the channel, we're excited to have you here with us. We're getting everything ready for the next game, but we will be with you guys in just a second. I'll get the pause screen up and going. And if you want to know who made this particular video, this is you're gonna get to see it now. This is our Waylander Gaming intro video. We'll have our ACC intro videos coming up as well soon. But for now, let me show off Scarp Skankel's design for the intro video. We'll be with you in a second.
Hello everyone, we're back for a little short while. So Econ Province did not show up, so they forfeited. Therefore, the win goes to Saint Dynasty by default. Thank you for your patience.
Yeah, sad,
And we
very
hope
sad.
you can enjoy more games.
Yeah, very sad notice. I was hoping to see this matchup. Econ's a good team. Saint Dynasty, we know the monsters that they are. I was really hoping to see this. We had the full Saint Dynasty in the lobby with us. Unfortunately, a little bit of miscommunication seems to be happening somewhere along the line, but according to the rules of the ACC, the African Conquest Cup, it's gonna be you don't show up on time. It is an automatic forfeit, so Saint Dynasty moving through to the next round. And for the ACC, for tonight, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, this is gonna be all. It's not the only thing for Mobile Legends on the Wayland the Gaming stream. We do have the academies that are up and running. You can switch across to that stream and see how the academy teams are going. These teams are learning how to play the 5-man system so that they can feature here on the big stage in tournaments like the ACC or the MSA coming up, or the Most Wanted that previously went down. There's a lot of things. And we also have the Viking series later on in this month, which is going to be a quick fire action session for Mobile Legends. And for those of you PUBG fans out there, we're going to be live with the Snipe Nation Squad League in just a few minutes, in just about 15 minutes or so. So don't go anywhere. If you haven't already, press that like, share, and subscribe buttons. We will be back with you shortly. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your patience. We do apologize on behalf of all the organizers here, but we definitely will be back with more action. Right? Lotus, anything final words to say before